soon to be the most successful artist of our time, but right now he's the most profitable artist of all time. Hunter Biden is going to be having his art gallery very shortly, and he's already meeting with potential buyers that definitely don't have shady connections. Who could have possibly seen this coming other than everybody on fucking Earth? Hunter Biden is expected to meet with potential buyers at 2 of his art shows after White House formed an agreement with the gallery to address ethics concerns. This comes from CNN, so expect a little bit of a spin, but we'll try to parse that out for everyone. Biden is set to attend art shows. I don't want to see your bald head, but thanks, pal. Biden is set to attend art shows in Los Angeles and New York City. That's normally where, first-time artists get to have big gala events in New York and Los Angeles, because you know what? When your art is just so goddamn good, you deserve to have such prolific galas. It's really a testament to the rehabilitation system in the United States of America, where a man who was so addicted to crack used to smoke little bits of Parmesan cheese that he would find in his thousands and thousands of dollars worth of rugs that he'd have around back when he was in between Chinese strippers and maybe whenever the cousin would come over. I mean, this guy is a success story and just a real testament to the fact that the American dream is still alive and well. It just brings a tear to my eye and a pain in my ass. Oh, he's meeting with, yes, George Burgess. We know his connections. Gallery spokeswoman Robin Davis tells CBS, oh yes, with pleasure. I thought we moved on from that previous talking point. He's looking forward to it. It will be someone debuting in the world. Again, if he didn't have that last name, he wouldn't be getting these fucking galas. I'm not jealous. I can barely fucking draw a stick figure that looks anatomically-ish correct. I'm just pointing out very suspect behavior when I see it. A source familiar with the agreement told CNN that there's nothing to see here. Please move on. Have a great day. That while Hunter Biden is attending the art shows, he will not have any conversations related to the selling of the art. Really, bro? Fucking really? He is expected to keep the conversations focused on the creative process of his art. Old fucking drug flashbacks and just checking up on old connections in the Ukraine and China. See if him and Burgess know anybody in common. Oh yeah, so the creative process and what his art means to him. A whole bunch of fucking money. That's what it means. An avenue to launder cash. That's about it. That's plain and simple. That's all you're going to get. The George Burgess Gallery did not immediately respond to CNN's request, so that made Brian Stelter cry because, well, that's also a day that ends in wine. The sky is blue and grass is green. A representative for Hunter Biden did not respond to a request for comment again, just really making them blubber. The White House referred CNN back to a previous statement on the matter. Yeah, and let's see how the White House handled that. In fact, you might have been able to parse out the headlines when I made the switch over, but White House defends Hunter Biden's right to pursue his passions as an artist. Yeah, exactly. Cool. If you want to draw, if you want to, hone your craft a little bit, that's great. That's terrific. But just because the standard for modern art is so in the fucking basement, that doesn't mean you're gonna have the opportunity to sell $500,000 worth of art and seem somewhat legitimate. I've got questions. Everybody has questions. Let's see. The White House on Thursday defended the questionable ethic guidelines surrounding President Joe Biden's son Hunter's newfound interest in painting and selling art. There are questions, that's for sure. We believe that Hunter Biden, just like any child of the president, funny. This was their previous statement. I remember this. Should be able to pursue their professions and their passions. Yes, a 51-year-old child. Interesting. White House, press secretary Sacklicker said to reporters during a daily brief. CBS News reported that Hunter Biden will meet with possible art buyers during 2 art shows in Los Angeles and New York City. It's going to be weird because most of the big money people have kind of left those places. So are these like good pieces to be hanging over overpasses, or do they look good inside a tent? These are things that people want to know. Perhaps, that's what they're going to be discussing. No numbers or anything, just where would be the best place to put this autistic looking peacock. I don't know. Psaki said Hunter Biden had agreed not to discuss the sale of his art while meeting with prospective buyers. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We believe this is a reasonable system that has been established that allows for Hunter Biden to work in his profession within appropriate safeguards. Listen, okay, there are things you can do. If you are really passionate about art and you think that I struggle to call that art, your paintings, your finger paintings, akin to the kid with the helmet and the Velcro shoes in 7th grade. If you think that they're so good and you realize that you have a very influential name for the better or for the worse, wouldn't you just use a pseudonym? No, wouldn't you just put like Hunter or something? Wouldn't you just go by an artsy fartsy name like Madonna? I'm sure you've seen just as much dick as she has, or Cher, which would be apt because if you've seen her Twitter feed, she just writes in vague hieroglyphics at this point. So it's a fair matchup to what you have presented there on your canvas. This is so obviously a money laundering scheme, and I don't know why it's not bigger news. People are still bitching and moaning about some of the weirdest shit right now that I don't really want to wade into. There's a whole bunch of stories out there that are in the legal sphere. Shit that I would like to cover if I gave even a fleeting fuck about. But when there's corruption that's just right in front of your face, nobody wants to talk about it. I find this just absolutely disgusting. And actually, you know what? Not so much disgusting as motivating, because a lot of people just like to glob on to the headlines, right? They just want to get the big stories out there. And you know what? I'm not going to be that person. I'm just going to tell you the facts that are on the page, decipher them from there, and probably slather in a whole host of dick jokes. So if you appreciate that kind of stuff, well, you found the right place. I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.